So, last we left off, you all were planning a bit of an ambush for at least several pirates, including a pirate captain named Deadeye, that you know to be coming for a new acquaintance of yours, Tarina, possibly over some gambling that's unclear. However, you've agreed to help protect her against this pirate captain, either by convincing him to leave her alone in some fashion or by getting rid of him. You know that most of the rest of the bar seems to have caught wind that something is happening, as the upper floor has slowly cleared out and people trickled into private dining rooms, rooms that they're staying in, and you distinctly hear the sound of latch keys being closed behind them. It's getting in towards the
Excellent.
evening at about this time, and outside of having a lovely companion Ganderfrost goose downstairs to keep watch, are there any other preparations as you're waiting to hear the sounds of pirates approaching?
I think I'm going to move over. I'm going to move Golovnik over, kind of over here, near our bearded Tarina. Is it Tarina?
It is.
Okay, yeah, near to the bearded Tarina. Um, so I've got a good chance of getting in range quickly.
I'm gonna I'm gonna move off to the other opposite corner of her and ready my bow.
Staff is in the corner, thinking up really mean things to say.
I
I think Logo is just going to sit in the middle of this table here. Probably just having a drink.
All right. Well, as you all are preparing, the smell precedes the sound, which precedes the sight. You get a message from the goose not too long after you all have settled in saying, uh, I think that's a pirate, just based on description. And you can hear downstairs gruff voices talking loudly to patrons. You hear Tarina's name. You hear the sound of clinking gold being passed to somebody and the words upstairs being said.
Well, can't really blame them for making a few gold.
As you hear the sound of what sounds like a peg leg and a singular foot walking up some stairs, what comes filing up the stairs, looking around kind of roughly, appears to be a band of roughly 8 pirates with a clear leader at the front, an eye patch over his one eye, a mouthful of very dead teeth, and a stench coming off him that reminds you of not the sea, but the docks, because there's this intensive kind of fish gut wafting odor moving through the room. The first pirate that you see approach appears to be a first mate of some sort at the head of the stairs. The rest of them you can see are filing up. What would you like to do?
love that smell. Bard, do you want to talk to him?
I mean, I would just look at this front runner and be like, ah, that explains the smell. And vicious mockery them.
Okay.
I was trying to decide whether I was doing the attack straight off or not. I will. So that is a wisdom save.
Ugh.
What am I looking at there? A DC 13.
Yeah.
Wisdom. Don't know why he rolled with advantage, but it's a 1 and a 3 either way, so I don't think he was gonna have a good time. That is 2 points of psychic damage.
Psychic.
All right,
Yes.
to the first front runner up here.
Yes. The one who's the one who was the leader.
Oh, the leader. Okay.
The Deadeye.
Yes, his name is Deadeye. He's partially obscured at the moment because he's in a wall because there's not enough room to fit all the pirates that are there on the stairs. All right. Does anyone else want to get in a first round before we do initiatives?
I think I'm going
Yeah.
to stay defending Tarina.
Okay.
You guys are ranged, aren't you? I think it probably makes more sense if I at least move towards them somewhere.
Can I get sneak attack if I shoot off my bow?
Yeah.
Aiming for the first one?
Yes.
Sweet.
How far do I get to move?
30 feet, which is
5. It's
is 5.
6 for us.
Is that a 24 for Riven?
Yes. Oops, I forgot to roll the regular damage. 3 is for sneak, and 9 is regular damage.
All right. And that is towards
Nice.
the bandit captain. So a total of 15 or 12?
12. One of those.
Thank you. And that was towards the first one on the stairs or the Deadeye?
Whichever one I can see easiest from where I am.
All right.
I would assume it's the first one in line.
It is. As you get that sneak attack damage, you all watch this fight start off with a very, very dramatic moment as the first of the bandits is just shot straight through the heart and drops, leaving the leader standing behind him looking just more than a little bit confused as he just got insulted and it hurt enough to make his nose bleed. And then his first in command just got shot through the chest as he was just headed up the stairs. This was probably a little more trouble than they were bargaining for.
I'm going to move forward a bit and use the table as coverage.
All right. I will have you all go ahead and start rolling initiatives. Any other commentary is welcome while you're doing that, because I've got to roll a couple bandits.
Just wanted to make a really bad "you give love a bad name" joke.
Initiative.
Is initiative again? Where are we? Initiative.
It's next to your armor class if you can.
Got it. I've got it.
Yeah.
About it.
For my token, so it didn't add it.
Don't I click my token?
I may do that every time.
That is okay.
Yeah, how do you select it? Because I always have that issue.
You select the token beforehand and then just click the initiative on your roll page.
Oh, it's that easy, huh?
I'm doing it for the NPCs. That's the only reason I know. What did you have, Felden? I'll just add you in.
13.
13. Got it. And Riven?
16.
Thank you. Awesome. Put you guys in descending order, and that will bring us to Globnik at the start. Allow me to remove the dead NPC from your way so that you can run wherever you want to.
So I'm having a bit of a problem moving my character. I don't know why.
Let's see here. Should be able to, but we will check.
Might be me. It might be something else.
on the left-hand side.
I've got it. I've
the-
got it. I've got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's all good.
So I'm going to move Glovnik's. Well, as much as probably as far as I can move them towards these guys. So there. It's 30, yeah. And I'll probably rage as well.
Good call.
How do I do that?
You say I would like to rage, and
Is that what it is? Is that literally?
Yeah.
I would like to rage, please.
you can say any version of that, just letting somebody know that you're raging because
I am
you're
raging
keeping track
right
of it.
now. So angry.
Does he do anything as he goes into rage?
What does his rage look like? Are you a foaming at the mouth like Celtic warrior?
I
Are
feel like I'm like that. What is it from Dragon Ball Z? What is it? That oh god.
All the Saiyans.
Yeah, Super Saiyan. Yeah, that.
Does it take you 9 rounds to get all the way powered up?
No, it doesn't. I just get very, very angry.
Oh, okay.
Get banger, dwarf rage.
Beautiful. All right. If that is the end of your turn, it will move to Riven Stillblade.
Can I see the next in line or
Yeah,
anybody at this point? Okay.
you should be able to see the next few in line. They're kind of down the stairs, so they just slowly start being less visible as they staircase down.
Can they see me? I would like to bonus action hide behind the table.
Okay. Go ahead and make a hide check.
Stealth.
Yes, sorry. That was a very
Okay.
early D&D reference. My apologies.
I think I am well hidden. I got a 23.
Yes, you just duck below that side of the table, and easy as you're pretty out of sight. You get the feeling they're probably pretty focused on the, like, presumably just getting pumped an angry dwarf that is standing directly in front of them more than they are you. And you would like to make a sneak attack from there?
Yes.
A 15. The next one that you are able to see appears to be the leader of them. Is that the one you're aiming for?
Yes.
All right. A 15 just hits.
Ooh, okay. He doesn't take as much. 5 with 1 sneak. 5 total with 1 sneak.
Got it. Every little bit helps. So 5 points of damage to Deadeye, the bandit captain. Right. As I lose the turn order somewhere in here. There it is. Felden Wagglestaff. What can we do you for?
What weapon is he carrying?
Oh, that's a great question. I believe it is either a scimitar. It is a scimitar. A scimitar, and he has a dagger on his hip.
Okay. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, I believe.
All right. Are you fairy firing the leader?
I believe it is a. Well, I didn't send it to Roll20. It is a 20-foot cube, so I'm going to do it.
And now we all see the wonder of hitting your friends by accident sometimes.
Yeah.
The measuring tool for doing like cubes and things like that is brand new on here, so bear with us
Yeah,
momentarily if we get lost.
It's not staying up when I do it.
That's okay. I mean, I can see who you're.
I mean, what I want to do is put it over the stairs and like the low bit of the room so it doesn't hit any of my friends.
Yeah, that's doable. Just scooch it down towards the corner.
So everyone in that glows a purple color, and they need to make a dex saving throw. DC 13.
Dexterity saving throw. We will take the 4 there since it is on the left and I forgot to hit anti-advantage. And a 7 for the captain. Looks like they are all failing. So
We, for its concentration for the next minute, any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if you can see them. And they can't benefit from being invisible. So all of your attacks are at advantage while I maintain my concentration. And I'm also going to give Globnik bardic inspiration
all right.
because I don't really trust Globnik, and he might miss even with the help. So I'm giving him bardic inspiration.
And what do you say to bardically inspire him?
Globnik, the big glowing ones, don't miss.
I'll try. Hit him.
Oh my. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Beautiful. At the end of your turn, one of the big glowing ones does in fact have a turn. So, Globnik, you have company as Deadeye, the main pirate, makes his way into the room. Being that you are the largest threat within his purview at the moment, he is going to take his 2 multi-attacks against you. Should not be at advantage, so I'll be taking the one to the left, just as a general rule. That is an 18 to hit you with the first one. Does that hit Globnik?
I do not know.
What is your armor class?
My armor class now.
Yep. AC.
16. Yes, it hits Globnik.
All right, so 1 hit for 6 points of slashing damage to Globnik. And 7, which I assume does not hit you. So
Because you're raging. Sorry.
you're fine. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you are raging, you do need to be taking half damage, so you only actually take 3 points of damage total.
Right, so
Yep.
do you add that to my... Do I sort that out, or do you sort that out?
You sort that out. It goes in your character sheet. There should be a spot right underneath of your hit points for any temporary hit points changes you want to make. You can also write it down on a piece of paper if you want and just keep adding and subtracting from it.
Right, so I'm taking 3 off, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Generally, I will give you full damage, but if you are raging, just remember that you need to have the full damage that I give you, because you are likely resistant to whatever it is at this stage.
Right.
So,
So,
yes.
So I do take 3 points of damage on that, yeah?
Yes, total of 3.
Okay.
As he pulls out a scimitar as he approaches you and slashes down across, but the dagger is just not enough against the sturdy, stony exterior of a dwarf, so it seems to glance off when he goes in for the second blow. And that will bring us to Loga over on the table.
Seeing that that Globnik has just taken a hit, she jumps onto the table and pulls out her light crossbow and fires at Deadeye. How would I do that with advantage?
It should have a toggle advantage on for you, or you can just hit it twice and take the higher of the 2.
I'll go advantage. 18.
For a grand total of 23. Very nice. So you definitely do hit. Let's see. And you are aiming for the pirate captain that is fighting with your friend Deadeye. 23 definitely hits. Can you roll me damage? should just be able to click on the damage section of it to have it roll it.
Is that where it says like piercing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. For 6 points of piercing, bringing him to a total of 13 hit points dealt so far. Would you like to do anything else with your turn as you, from either, I don't know if you're up on the table or behind it, but shoot off your crossbow and get it right in the shoulder?
I'm a fighter. I can't rage. Take that back. I forgot I was a fighter. I'm a fighter.
That
I
is that is okay.
Take the rage back, and I'll take the extra 3 damage. Okay.
All right.
You're playing a barbarian in Baldur's Gate, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So
This is also not uncommon if you're playing a couple of different D&D campaigns.
I was just looking in the character sheet, and I was like, oh no. So
That's
I've
okay.
taken the full damage, right?
Which was 6 total rather than...
Yeah. I'm down to 7 hit points. Help me!
I'm not as angry as I thought.
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
This beer's worn off.
How many squares can I move? Sorry, I've moved one up onto the table.
5 total. You have 30 feet of movement, I would assume. Unless you are not a human. Got short legs or something.
So I should.
Those going over the tables count as difficult terrain.
Not on these particular tables. Everything on them
Okay.
you feel like you can kick to the side without really caring about too much. The carpets in here are not nice. They've never been nice as far as you can tell.
So I just drop down by Globnik to
Sure.
assist him there.
Yeah, you just hop from table to table. You're tall enough as a human that just kind of doing that run across is not too hard. All right. If that ends your turn, that will bring us around to just a big old pile of bandits, which will slowly make their way into the room with a little bit of delay as some of them have turns before some of the rest of them. So you hear a few people crawling over top of other people trying to get up the stairs. And behind them, you hear the strangest honking noise and a few of them screaming.
Go on, Gandalfrost.
Yeah, come on.
Bite him.
By the sounds of it, at least one of them should be down a few hit points by the time Ganderfrost makes it up at the rear. Right. That'll be, let's see, these two will probably move up one over here to Mr. Wagglestaff. It is one of the ones that you have fairy fired. This one's circling in here. Right, and
Gonna actually have to do some work rather than just insult people.
you might have to, just a little bit. All right, and then Loga, the one that has just moved into the room, will make an attack on you. Unlike their captain, they have a singular
Can I be irritating?
pop.
I mean, I
So, yeah,
usually
we-
can't help it, but you know.
mean, probably.
I think Globnik might have an attack of opportunity as they move through that square at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to,
If you want to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, if they're walking past me, and I've got to now.
2 of them did, so you can pick which one you'd like. There's the one that's headed towards Loga and the one that's headed towards Veldin Wagglestaff.
So I'll probably take the one that's near Loga. Probably take that one. How do I take the attack opportunity?
So you just roll a regular melee attack like you would make during any other combat. It's just because they're going by your threat range, you're able to get in an extra attack as a reaction.
Right, so just click Great Axe. We've got Great Axe, yeah?
Mhm.
Public roll.
You've got advantage because of fairy fire.
Also correct. Nice. 23 definitely hits. So if you want to roll damage for that.
And then damage. Okay, just next to it, yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice.
10 points. All right. That poor pirate just got here and he does not look good. Might be standing on one leg, as it were. Let's see. And then the other one near Felden will also make an attack as he approaches you. With a 21.
Misses.
Yeah. We playing 3.5 now? I wasn't aware.
Yeah, I've got an AC of 37.
Oh man. I deal
my
200
AC is-
damage.
Yes. My AC is 14. You definitely hit.
All right, beautiful. It is 2 points of slashing damage.
That's not too bad.
We're in a bit of a tough spot, yeah. I think.
Mhm.
It's always hard to do a first level fight because first level characters don't have very
Squishy.
many hit points.
They do not. However, you all do have the benefit of being at a very nice choke point right there.
Yeah.
As we come back around to another round, and Globnik, 1, it will be your turn in just a second, but 2, anybody else that passes by you once around, like once as your turn goes around, you'll be able to use your reaction to hit another one that goes by if another one tries to pass you. For right now, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to take on. I'll have a attempt at Deadeye as well. There's nothing else that I can do as a level 1 fighter, is there, apart from just use my Great Axe, yeah?
You've got second wind, I believe.
And push
first
him down
level.
the stairs.
While you can't push him down the stairs, I would let you make an opposed athletics check to try to trip him prone if you would like.
Wondering whether I should hit him first, because I could do that as an action afterwards, yeah? Cool. Can I do that?
If you have 2 attacks, yes.
I'll just hit him. I think I'll just hit him for the time being.
Okay. Just hitting is always fine.
Yeah, that's what I am here for.
I'm here to beat it up.
Right, Great Axe. Public roll advantage. Do I get advantage of that?
Oh, I need to make a concentration saving throw.
Good idea. All right.
So you might not have advantage.
Important.
You
to
have advantage.
Hey. So a 19 to hit, which does hit Deadeye. If you would like to roll your damage
Yep.
for that.
Nice.
Nearly doubling the amount of current damage done to Deadeye. Excellent work. Great.
So, Phil, I think you've got a bonus action called Second Wind, which lets you heal for 1d10 plus your fighter level. So you'd roll a d10 and add 1 and heal that number. So
Hang on. Have I got that? Have we got that?
It would be
You should do, yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. Okay. So how do I do it?
So it's your bonus action, but you don't. I'm not saying it because I think you should definitely use it now. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know that you have an ability that will heal you.
Yeah.
You might want to use it.
I
now
think I'm
because-
going to. I think I would rather use it now. A second bit to do that. Yeah.
You should just be able to click on it, but either way, it should.
Second
It is a D10, so can also just be rolled by hand.
I'll just use a dice.
You can either click on it or just use dice. Yes, there are just d10s. 3 points. 3 points of
Plus-
healing.
Plus 1 gives your fighter.
So 4 points of healing.
Okay, that does me nicely. Right, so add that to the character sheet.
Absolutely. Right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Awesome. Excellent work. Heavy hit onto Riven Stillblade.
I feel like I should still be. Who looks the most hurt? And can I reach the one in front of Felden from where if I move like here?
Yes. The most hurt is probably the one that is standing directly in front of Loga. He looks ready to fall over it like a.
Nah, I think Loga's capable. I'll go
What
for.
are you saying about Waggle stuff?
You're not wearing heavy armor.
Just a load of privilege.
Which I mean, that'll get you far. Maybe not in a fight though. Would I get sneak because I'm coming in from behind and he's in melee?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. 19 to hit
19 definitely hits.
and 9 total damage with sneak.
Right. And that is the one in front of Felden Wagglestaff.
It is.
All right. There are now 2 non-captain pirates that look very badly damaged by multiple different means at this point. But there are now more than a few that have the crossbow or bow.
It is a bow.
More than
So
one
arrows.
arrow sticking out. I was gonna say bolt. Didn't want
I'm gonna go back sort of behind the table. I realized I can't bonus action hide yet, so I'm not gonna do that.
I forget about that one too. That's one of those early rogue
So,
abilities you just think
yeah.
should be there.
Yeah.
I get it. All right,
All right.
but back behind the table where you are at least out of direct combat.
Yeah, and that's my turn. Oops.
Awesome. Felden Wagglestaff, we return to you.
Very annoying that I don't have an area damaging spell yet.
Finish him off.
Very nice. I'm going to take a look at this guy in front of me and go, "You're not dead yet, you festering pustule," and I'm going to stab him with my rapier.
All right.
Or attempt to stab him with my rapier.
Sometimes it's attempt, you know.
23 to hit.
I'd say definitely. And yeah.
5 piercing damage.
You skewer this poor pirate. He didn't know what he was getting into today. He got told we're just going to go pick up a gambling debt, maybe kill a few people. It's going to be fine. We'll be back on the ship by 7. Be great. But no, instead, he's skewered on the end of your rapier before he slides off to the ground and slumps in front of you.
Ha! And that is the end of Golden Wagglestaff's turn.
A violent, violent turn, which brings us back around to Deadeye. On Deadeye's turn, he is gonna look between the 2 people next to him at some of his men dying and get a little bit angry. And he will use his multi-attack to make a scimitar attack against Globnik for an 18, with a dagger attack towards Loga with a 12. I know an 18 hits Globnik. Does a 12 hit Loga?
No, I've got 18 armor class.
Beautiful. You dodge out of the way as that Apparently, he's just really ineffective with the dagger. Scimitar he's got on lock, but dagger's not working out so well. He
So
misses
you're trying to
you.
wield a dagger with a hook. I've always found that.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
yeah, he definitely has a peg leg, a hook, and an eye patch. He's like the full pirate, you know? Oh no. But I assume an 18 does hit Globnik, which is another 6 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Right, I'm hanging in there. Just about. Just about.
That does bring us around to Loga Valve's turn. You have watched Globnik just kind of getting a little bit more and more slashed at by this spinning scimitar.
Yeah.
You can't do like I think Baldur's Gate has like a cleave where you can take out more than one at one go.
That is a thing that you can get down the road, and I highly
Yeah.
encourage it. It's a fun one.
I think I'm gonna have to go for the one that's in front of me first. Get him off my back. So I'll take out my sword. Have we still got advantage?
On that one, yes, you do. For a 20. All right, a 20 definitely hits your average bandit. You do not have to roll damage because that bandit has 1 hit point. So, you very successfully, without much issue, just dispatch the one in front of you, spinning just slightly to be within direct eye range of Deadeye, who is otherwise fighting your friend. And, Veldon, that is another bandit with, Fairy Fire gone. Just FYI.
I mean, it's the most effective use of fairy fire I've had in 10 years of playing D&D. So I'm very pleased.
That's kind of sad, but alright. Okay, so Golobnik. A couple of them are going to pass by you. Would you like to wait for the one that is fairy fire marked to have advantage?
If it ends up in his death, then yes.
I can't guarantee.
I'm not asking you. Yes. Yes, that one.
All right, go ahead and make a opportunity attack on that one as it passes by you. I'm just trying to move all 3 of their turns at the same time, so you don't have to watch me play 6 bandits in a row. It's just not a fun.
Am I rolling with advantage or is it gone?
You have advantage on this one because he is one of the ones that is fairy fired. All right, 21. 21 definitely hits. Would you like to roll damage? 8 points of slashing damage. All right, while it does not end in his death, he, much like the earlier one, looks very close to it. And
There's pop going on now.
You're rolling really nice for damage.
I am like getting some fortunate rolls.
all right, Loga, you had just gotten rid of one of these guys, and another one steps right up into his place. Oh goodness, that will be a regular single then per attack for Loga. With a 5 that I assume misses.
Yep.
And then there are a few still focused down towards Globnik, who is doing a great job of being the Hodor of the stairs, by the way. I approve.
It's costing me though. It's costing me.
Too soon.
Too soon for Hodor?
Oh, it's always too soon.
All right. I assume a 20 does hit you, but a 7 does not. Which is yet another 6 points of slashing.
Who's been hit me?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. That's very, very not good.
How injured are you looking?
Oh, I'm down to no hit points right now.
Are we
Um,
at 0?
Yep.
All right.
That-
So Globnik collapses. He's done a wonderful job of holding the place, and just this furious flurry of axe and flashing steel, but it goes quiet for just a moment, and Loga, you see him slump next to you. The rest of you are still surrounded vaguely with people. You vaguely recall that you left Tarina over in the corner, and when you glance over there, she's not currently there, but you hear her voice from the corner say, "Oh, well, this is going poorly." Uh, from downstairs, you hear a squawking noise as Ganderfrost approaches. Let's see here. Just gonna peck somebody. What we're doing.
Oh, I'm getting the first.
Ganderfrost does peck somebody. Specifically the one that you had already hit. So beautiful. The one that you couldn't quite finish off there, Globnik, is taken out by the goose.
Yes, yeah.
We're gonna make a goose
Showed
of a
me up,
taste for
something got it.
flesh.
As it pecks its way up the stairs to join the party.
Oh, the
You
type.
assume she doesn't already.
And fun times, that brings us around to Globnik. You get to do a first time thing. Were you brought down exactly to 0, or were you brought down slightly below 0?
It was below 0. It'd be like -1.
So there's a fun thing called a death saving throw. You should
Hey, that sounds awesome.
you should have the option to press it inside of your character sheet. You have a few of these before things go bad. The idea is that you make a couple of death saving throws and you try not to get 2 failures in a row so that your party doesn't have to seek out an incredibly powerful cleric to bring you back.
Awesome. That sounds brilliant. I will try not to fail them.
You do still have an inspiration die that you may use on that.
How would I use that? How does that work?
Go ahead. So what you will do is you'll go ahead and roll your death saving throw based
Where is-
on the
where is that? Where's the death saving throw?
Below your hit points.
Yep.
There's a box that says successes and failures, and right
Right.
below that.
Death saves. Okay.
So we'll click on that and make that, and beautiful. And you don't need to use the inspiration for this one. A 19 is great. You have 1 success, so you may mark 1 success on your little success failure sheet.
Can you go over your death saving throws, Walls? Because that is different to what I've used.
Sure.
So,
I
yeah.
usually go 2 for 2 failures is a problem. 2 successes is a good thing. Or
And
3
what-
successes, whatever it is. I hadn't looked it up in a while because I didn't expect anybody to die, if I'm being frank with you. But
So
besides
you-
that, yes, go ahead.
Do you still do three fails and you're dead?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you get 2, but you 2 in a row, but you survive, there's still a serious consequence.
There can be. Sometimes it shows up right after, sometimes not. Just
Cool. I like
it's
it.
just a possibility. It's not like a
That's interesting. I like it.
okay. Sorry. that should
It's all right. It's just yeah, it's a house rule. That's fine.
I forget that I have house rules. Some of my house rules are so deeply ingrained.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
All
That's
right.
fine.
So Globnik continues breathing, which is great. And that brings us around to Riven Stillblade. The dwarf has fallen in front of you. Loga fights away. There's an angry goose and Felden Wagglestaff in the corner getting ready to insult somebody to death, probably.
I'm going to try and shoot the captain because I don't want Globnik to get hit while he's down.
Thank you, River still play. Thank you. Mercy.
He's still very fired, right?
The captain is, yes. I think he might be the last living pirate with a fairy fire.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Good roll.
13 damage.
Bringing you to
I don't know why
yes.
I don't know why it put another sneak on there, so just ignore that.
It's one extra point of sneak. It'll be all right. If that's the deciding factor. Speaking of deciding factors, though, you do note that the pirate captain looks decidedly bloodied at this point.
Good.
Not weak, not about to fall over, but at least harmed. Does that end your turn?
Yes, I'm gonna stay where I am because I don't have anything that can help.
Fair enough. Felden Wagglestaff.
Felden is going to cast his eye over the battlefield, sigh heavily, and be like, God's sake. And he is going to, if Cat, you can move your paws so I can move my mouse. Very helpful. I'm going to go. He would like to try and make an attack of opportunity on me. I have moved out of his zone.
Oh, yeah, I guess that guy will. Let's see here. Centaur? For 5?
Misses me. I duck under because I'm a tiny little gnome. And then I'm going to like pull myself up onto the table. And I'm going to like swing my saxophone over my shoulder and I'm going to play a beautiful little jazz riff, cast Cure Wounds on Globnik.
Hey. Alright. So, Globnik, amidst your... At this point, it's a little bit dark. You can kind of still see and smell blood. You can hear a little bit of things around, but everything's really muffled. A song, a strangely smooth jazz song, starts cutting through that muffled noise. And as you open your eyes, you heal 11 points of damage. You are currently prone on the ground because you fell over, but you are alive, which is a little bit surprising.
Trust the dwarf to fall over. God's sake, get up.
Does that end your turn, Felden?
I'm going to. Yeah, I think that will. I'm not going to do anything else.
That brings it back around to Deadeye's turn, who will look angrily at the tiny gnome, and being unable to reach the tiny gnome will instead hit Loga as she is in front of the tiny gnome.
Do this.
Just using her as a shield. Loga, I assume a 9 does not hit you, but a 19
No, it doesn't.
could, I bet.
Yeah, I've got 18.
All right. So that is 7 points of slashing damage from a scimitar as the pirate captain turns his attention towards you, seemingly perplexed that his previous quarry just woke up on the ground. And that does bring us around to Loga's turn.
So just taken damage from Deadeye, she turns around and looks at him, and then she takes a swing at him with her sword in retaliation. Has he still got the fairy fire? Have we got to do the concentration roll?
He is still fairy fired. He hasn't taken... So whenever Rob takes damage, he needs to make a concentration roll if he's trying to hold a concentration spell. He hasn't taken damage since that first time they needed to roll, so yes, you do still have advantage.
So is that 10?
Yeah. So, it's not that he's necessarily a hard target to hit, but that kind of salt-crusted leather armor just seems to cause your sword to glance off as you go swinging by. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can I do the like knocking him to the ground, like sweep him off his feet by knocking his peg leg.
If you have a an attack an extra attack to use for that, or if you have a an attack that is a bonus action like that, you could do that. Otherwise, it is an action normally like a post athletics check.
Yeah. Does that come under second wind?
No. Second wind is
No.
more for like healing yourself.
Yeah. No, that's not end of my turn, I think.
The only other thing maybe would be moving, and that's up to you. I would let you move between the two pirates without invoking an attack of opportunity so that you would be flanking with Globnik. That would leave Felden Wagglestaff unprotected though, so that's up to you.
No, I'm good staying there.
All right. Felden needs the protection.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us back around to a couple more pirate turns. With the one at the bottom missing the newly awoken Globnik even with advantage as you are prone. And the other one aiming at Loga. Down on the end there with a 14. Did you say your AC was a 14?
No, mine's 18.
Oh, great. So it misses you as well. Awesome. All right, who comes after the pirates? That is...
The goose.
It is the goose. Oh my god, the goose. All right, let's see here. The goose will make another peck attack, which doesn't have a lot in the way of defensive spells as of yet. The goose pecks. This goose has better rolls than I ever have. All right, for 2, 3 points of damage on this guy. You watch as one of the bandits tries to swing at you while you're on the ground, Globnik, but then you hear the patter of goose feet and hear him going, ah, ah, as he's just being pecked from behind. So there's some damage for him, and that brings us back around to Globnik's turn. Globnik, you are on the ground. When you are prone, you may use half of your movement speed to get up if you would like to.
Yeah, I think I've obviously got to get up. And then can I make an attack, yeah?
You sure can.
I kind of am absolutely sick of these two pirates. I'm going to forget about Deadeye for the time being.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of one of these guys. See if I can get rid of one. I'm going to go for the one that's next to Logan Yao
All right.
and try and finish that guy off. So I'm going to take an attack. And it's advantage. No, yes, advantage.
With those pirates, no. They don't
Okay.
They're not currently flanked, and only the captain has fairy firing. The one
I will. Yeah, come.
I was just gonna say the one down near the goose, I would consider you flanking with the goose with.
Well, I will do that. I will flank with the goose just to get rid of these dastardly pirates. I'll flank with the goose
All right.
at Gandalf.
Yep. That gives you advantage on your attack. $17 definitely hits.
Could have done better, but let's hope. Fingers crossed. 3.
The pirate looks very hurt, not quite dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is there anything else I can do? Second wind, I've obviously got that's a short. Is that after a long rest or a short rest that replenishes?
I think it's short rest.
I want to say it's short rest.
Okay, I don't think there's a lot else that I can do on that turn.
Okay. Second wind is a fine thing to use if you want to. That's up to you.
Can you use it? Can you use it? How many times can you use it?
No, you've already used it.
Yeah, I've
you
used it,
need
yeah.
the short rest.
Yeah. Finish my turn.
Riven Stillblade, we are back around to you. It is Pop Goes the Weasel over there as people come back to life and others die. What would you like to do?
Breathe out a sigh of relief that he's now up again. And then shoot the one that Globnik and Ganderfrost are in melee with.
Very good. You do have advantage on that as it is goose and dwarf flanked.
I rolled double 12s.
Well, the good news is the base bandits have an AC of 12, so you hit.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
That would do.
9.
All right. Yet another bandit is sent to meet their presumed maker or god of some sort as another one slumps to the floor with yet another arrow sticking out of them. You all haven't actually seen much of the elf, but you've heard the twang of a bowstring and then somebody with an arrow sticking out of them.
Yeah, I'm good staying where I am. I don't want to be in the fray.
Fair
Not
enough.
right now.
You're doing a fantastic job.
I think so.
Felden, it becomes your turn.
Deadeye, do you think undertakers give group discounts? Because quite a few of you are dead. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
All right.
That is DC 13
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Unknown. 16?
That's a shame. He wasn't hurt by my insult.
He appears uninsulted. Looking at him now and the amount of pirate attributes just visibly on his person, you get the feeling he probably gets this stuff a lot of the time. It's not the softest target.
I'm going to. Has anyone missed an attack out of Globnik or Yalv?
Missed one. I don't know if I've missed one actually. I don't think I have missed.
I don't think so.
She missed one. Loga did.
I will give Bardic Inspiration to Logan and say, let's not miss again, yeah?
Oh, that's the reason. I see. Clearly, obviously.
He thinks he's being
I
encouraged.
see.
He's super encouraging.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's him.
All right. It will roll back around to Deadeye's turn as he is only seemingly somewhat insulted for some reason.
Probably doesn't understand what an undertaker is.
Yeah. Just throw them overboard.
Yeah, you know what?
Now you're really insulting his intelligence.
You know what? All right. He'll take the disadvantage of throwing in melee. He throws 2 daggers at Felden Wagglestaff. That is a 15 and a 16.
They both hit.
Beautiful.
Oh no, that's what you get.
All right, that is 12 points of piercing damage total. As
Oh, I am down.
you all watch,
Oh,
you
shit.
all watch Felden Wagglestaff, the uppity gnome, give this perfect insult, and usually people kind of bleed out of the nose and get real upset. But that pirate captain looks at him and, with one eye and all the depth perception that provides, pitches 2 daggers in his direction. And Felden Wagglestaff falls to the ground.
I've hit them both.
Loga, it is your turn. Some daggers just flew by you, and you hear the sound of a gnome dropping to their floor.
I'm going to attack the one in front of me, I think.
Thoughts and prayers, Felden.
Oh, I get up because we all know how useful those are.
I know, especially if you put them on.
I'm gonna make a spell called Thoughts and Prayers that just raises you up for like 1 extra round. 21 definitely hits regular pirate up next to you, if that's who you're aiming at.
Yeah.
All right, if you'd like to roll damage. Ooh,
Excellent.
for 9 points total.
That inspiration helped.
It helped very much. That pirate is just barely hanging on, and you see that that pirate in particular is starting to look around at the amount of dead teammates around him, at the hurt captain next to him, and the fact that he's the only guy left in here. Besides that, seems a little perturbed about it. As a matter of fact, Loga, you have an attack of opportunity as he begins to make his way away from you and looks like he's gonna vault down the stairs and just skip over the entire situation entirely.
That's just a normal attack, isn't it?
It is.
$14.
Very nice. You hit. Would you like to roll damage? Beautiful. Though he tried to escape his fate, he was inevitably struck down by the short sword of Loga as he turned and ran. That does bring it to Ganderfrost's turn.
Ganderfrost, the real MVP here.
Yeah.
And Riven.
Ganderfrost has missed for the first time. Just FYI.
I shouldn't have said that, should I?
Yeah, you
You
cursed.
jinx it.
It's Veldon cursing him from the grave because not being recognised for all of the advantage he gave everyone.
Yeah.
Been appreciated, it has. I'm thinking of you right now, you know that.
Ganderfrost has Spare the Dying. What is Spare the Dying?
Spare the Dying is a super handy spell for if somebody goes down.
Ah.
If you remind me or say, hey, Ganderfrost, can you spare somebody for us? We can absolutely make that happen, but basically it stabilizes you so you don't have to keep making death saving throws.
So could we use that on Wagglestaff?
You absolutely could. She will go ahead and drop that. She starts to peck at the guy and then looks over at you and sees the look of just concern on your face as you're looking between Wagglestaff and the person that you're fighting, and instead cast Spare the Dying. Wagglestaff, you just continue hanging out on the table being unconscious, but you're not currently making death saving throws.
Wunderbar.
Globnik, that brings it back around to you.
I think I just want to dust this dude now. I mean, thoughts and prayers to Feldon, but we'll get him soon. Let's get this dude. I'm going to take an attack against him.
Go for it.
Great axe. Do I still have advantage with this guy?
Yeah, he's got the oh no, you're down, aren't you?
I'm unconscious, so my spells.
Oh no, it's okay.
But are we flanking him? Because we've got Ganderfrost and
Yes,
Loga
You
around.
do have advantage for being flanking.
12.
Fortunately, his AC is a 15, so 12 does not hit.
I will just resign to myself to thinking of Feldon Wagglestaff and probably just take a hit in the face next go.
All right. Well, that brings us back around to Riven Stillblade. The gnome is down. The goose casts something on the gnome. The pirate captain is the only one left. Loga
Just
looks to
gonna
be doing
shoot him.
okay. Globnik's a little rough. Go ahead.
We're almost out of it. And we need to see to Wagglestaff.
A 15 does hit, just at.
Nice.
Yeah.
8 points of piercing.
Nice.
11 with the sneak.
Thank you.
Is he dead yet?
He's got to be there. He's got to get in there slowly. Where's he got like 50 HP or something? What HP?
One of these enemies that got like the different coloured health bars.
Skull.
He's got scurvy.
He is a pirate
Not
captain,
raving.
so he's a fair bit heftier than other people. I will say, and let you know, that you have thus far done 48 points of damage to him.
Say that's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
He is more than halfway there, is what else I will tell you.
Yeah, for a first level combat,
That's a lot of
we've
damage.
done pretty well.
Yeah.
In this.
You're doing very well. I'm pleased so far. It's not even I'm not even like TPK worried yet, so we're doing good.
No. Which is always a worry for first level fights.
Yeah. It does come around to Felden Wagglestaff's turn. He does not have to make a death saving throw because the goose is assisting. It then becomes the captain's turn, who will probably just try to hit Loga again since she's in front of the gnome that he'd really like to go over and just stab to take care of while he's down.
I feel like he's done exactly what he was supposed to be then. If he's irritated him that much.
He does not have advantage, so I assume the 22 dagger hit works on Loga.
Yeah.
All right. That is 11 points of not quite 11. Hang on, that's doubled. 5 points of piercing damage. It was trying to crit. Even though it was a 1, that's fine. All right, that is the pirate captain's turn as he stabs outwards and begins muttering to himself under his breath about gambling fines not being worth it and 5,000 money is a lot of gold. Loga, it becomes your turn.
I'm in pretty bad shape, but I think I'm going to try and take a swing at him.
Have you used your second wind?
I have not, no.
Not a bad idea.
It's a bonus, so you can do both attack and that.
If I click on it, it just gives me a...
I used the dice on that one.
Yeah, so which one is it, sorry? 10?
1d10.
Plus your fighter level.
So a total of 5 points of healing to you. And you can make your attack too if you want.
Yeah.
A 24 definitely hits. That is so close to a critical. Ooh.
Been some lovely damage rolls this session.
Right?
We're not messing around.
No. Getting it done.
All right. Loga, bringing out the short sword, stabs directly through this pirate's gut. He does appear to intend to keep fighting, but you can see that there is a significant amount of blood beginning to well through his clothing and go down his pants leg. The floor itself is getting a little slick over in this area at this point. There's a lot of dead pirates in here. Speaking of things that like blood and dead pirates, Ganderfrost.
Just us eating one of them.
She might. She just might, as she just hits the pirate captain, so she'll be able to assist you all with an additional 5 points of damage there.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Kind of want Ganderfrost to get the killing blow now.
Yeah.
I don't want to describe a killing blow done by a goose. That sounds like it'll haunt my nightmares.
Bloodlust goose.
I'll happily describe it.
It is Golobnik's turn.
Globnik is getting sick of this man. Absolutely sick of it. Again, I'm just going to try and hit him as much as possible.
All right.
Great axe. Advantage, yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Definitely hits.
Good, good.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if you've done this in another D&D game before, but we're gonna do it here. How would you like to finish him?
I want the duck to finish him.
All right. You team up with Ganderfrost as you go in for the final slice and kill. Ganderfrost gets in behind and just leaps up onto his back, and with those tiny clawing, flappy feet and poking beak, it's a mess. It's bloody. You've not seen gore quite like this in a fight before. It's especially horrifying that it is a white goose, so there's this blood smear across the side of its face as you and the war goose finish off the pirate.
Can we get the goose armor?
Yeah, if you commission some.
Let's get some goose barding.
That's great. So Deadeye has gone down.
Deadeye is down on
You
the
killed
floor.
him.
You,
Deadeye is now,
Yeah.
yes, dead.
you have killed him, yes.
Excellent. Oh, this causes for celebration. Let's get Felden up. What's Felden doing? Is he still in
Easy sleep.
He is
He's
laying
Conscious.
in his sleep? You can give him a few more minutes to sleep, I guess. Yeah, until we wake him up, he starts mouthing off again.
What is she doing in the corner? Is she still invisible?
After Deadeye falls, there's a few seconds where you're like, where did she go? And she just reappears, twisting a small ring on her finger and seeming to smoke a pipe that she's probably been smoking this whole time by the looks of it and the amount of smoke over in that area. But she just begins a slow golf clap for you all. And I think that's a really good place to take a break.